Good morning, traders. Welcome to the channel. My name is Justice, and this is Call to Trade, right? So, if it's your first time being here, subscribe, like. We're at 99 subscribers. We are trying to reach 100. So we just left with one subscriber. So, yeah. So earlier on, I took a trade, just maybe earlier on, a few minutes ago, right? Just a few minutes ago, I did, which was a NASDAQ sell, but we are buying. And yeah, I took, in fact, I tried getting in twice the same trade and I took a loss. But anyway, I am here waiting for gold, the buy, right? You can see it can present itself anytime. You can see, so I'm waiting for that buy there so we can go up. You can see how impulsively it's coming. So I'll be in, you'll see me when I'm in, but it's around that same area there, right? Let me put a sell order limit here. It's fine. Remember, guys, anything you see on this channel is not financial advice. It is all for educational purposes, right? So, yeah. And let's see. If I have to show you how it's looking on GC, you will be perplexed, like you'll be like, this is not the same price action, but I am just going to get in based on what I am seeing here, right? Or what I'm seeing on this analysis chart that you're looking at. Yeah. And I'm only going to be trading from one account. There's the one that is left. Yeah. The other one, I will take just a small trade, but I'll do it here. I thought I should have done it earlier, but I said I'll do it here with you. Excuse me. We're almost there. Okay.
Order filled.
I'm in. So that's where my entry is. So let's see. Okay, you went in nicely. The execution of this trade, I'm happy. I actually got in where I wanted to get in. So yeah, I'm happy with that. My stop loss, I'm also just gonna place it. I just wanted to move a bit further up. Then I'm gonna put my stop loss in place. So if you look at the trade, it's about a 3R. It's not bad. It's not bad. So I had to start the stream early because I was like, me recording and then posting it, no, I better just stream it, right? Even though it's 30 minutes earlier than I expected to start the stream, but yeah. So I am buying, so I should put a sell stop. No, so yeah, sell stop. I hope you can see my profits, you can see everything. So we are like on break even now. So let's see. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh man. I think I messed up here.
Order filled.
I think I messed up. Uh, okay, I want to try getting in one more trade because I think my risk was too much. So okay. And I'm gonna show you what I was talking about, right? Saying when it comes to, let me show you with GC. I'm gonna put GC a little bit below here. Not there. Yeah, I want to show you that it doesn't look the same, right? where I'm executing. So I don't know, maybe if that may be a factor in why maybe my analysis may be flawed, but let me show you. Okay, why is there two stuff here? Yeah, look at this here. We're having SMT here and stuff, so that can flow my analysis, right? It can affect the way I'm viewing things. So I'm now, I did mention this earlier on, delete this. Yeah, look at this here. We're having SMT here with that there, and it's not just SMT, like even this price action that you are seeing here, it's not the same. So I don't know now if that's what's going to determine my, if that's what's affecting my analysis, right? So I'm just waiting for a little bit lower price, and if it just gets there, I'll just take a small trade, literally risk a little bit small, or maybe should I just leave it? I think I'll leave it. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna just gain the strength to leave this, because I feel like just if you look at this low here, look at where it is here, like it's just a mess, right? It will affect my of course it can affect my analysis. Where it is here is where I was expecting to re-enter again, because we're now deep in the order block, but this is paper trading now. I'm not going to get in anymore. I've taken a very good knock here, so I can't just want to trade. All right. This camera, let me do this here. Let me see, it's acting up. Let me just pull up the camera studio. Okay, just give me a second. I'm just trying to set it up here. Okay, I think it might be back. Yeah, I woke up early, guys, and so I'm looking like I'm in, I don't know. I woke up early. It's disappointing. Okay, I'm just gonna get in a small trade.
Order filled.
Let's see. Let's see how it trades. But I'm not happy with how price presented itself here. Because when I'm analyzing, this is, even if I've got specific areas where I want to get involved, and if it doesn't give me that area, or it gives me the area but it doesn't represent it well, like what you're seeing here, then this is GC. It's supposed to be gold, and that is gold. And look how it's looking right now. Yeah, it's really, I would say, disappointing, disheartening, because it affects you as the trade and analysis. So this is something I'm going to take note of, and yeah, that is definitely the big lesson for today. I don't know, maybe don't trade. I don't know. We'll see the outcome of this trade, or let's just say trade, but the outcome of the setup. If price does end up going back up and hitting take profit, then sharp. If it does not work out, then Yeah, there's two lessons, both sides, right? The one would be, okay, um, maybe don't trade if there is some sort of, I don't know, I don't even know if you should call this manipulation or not, because this is GC. Look how GC is looking, and look at how O1 is looking. And it's not just O1, right? Even if you look at other brokers as well, they also have something similar. If they look this, they're all like this. So it's only GC who's different from everyone else. So it actually affects your analysis, which is not a good thing. Which is for sure not a good thing. Because if you look at the area where we got in first, I had a good reaction. So I was happy with that reaction, and that was the type of reaction I was expecting. But yeah, that ended up happening, right? So I think maybe let me just cut this, guys. Cut this. I've worked too hard to raise this account up.
Order filled.
Yeah, this is not good. I'm not happy with this, with what we are seeing here. But again, it's okay. I guess let's just be a spectator, and if it works out, let it work out. Because again, like I said, it's affected my analysis. These two things here have affected my analysis. Having this type of price action here, and it has affected my analysis. So um, I'll just be on the sidelines for now. I have a potential entry with NASDAQ, but I'll be on the sidelines for now. I don't want to participate. Just want to take a moment to digest this nonsense that just took place here. Yeah, I'm really not happy with what took place there. Even also with my performance, I'm also not happy with my performance. I should have put my stop loss, I should have risked okay without having to want a lot from it. So there's a lot of rules I've already broke for this session. I am honestly not happy with this form of manipulation. I'm not happy. I am not. How can we be having GC, which is gold, and having gold print totally different price action? This is different price action. So, and as a trader, that will affect, most definitely, it's going to affect your analysis. It's going to affect what you are seeing. So let's see. Let's see if it's going to work out or not, or what. But maybe just put a hard rule. Don't take a trade if maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. Update my analysis while we wait. It's about to be 2. Look, now we are going back up. But let's see if it's just a reaction or like a retracement, or we really are gonna go up. But again, it's not fair. It's really not fair. It's really not fair. This is gold. This is gold, and we're having two different type of price action being printed. Not fair at all. So good, I guess. Let me just move away from that. And I want to see. I'm just going to be having a look at other instruments here and see if we can get out of this drawdown, or we're done for London. It's been a while since I've actually been here for New York. Okay, let me show you what I'm expecting with NASDAQ, right? With NASDAQ, I'm expecting this year. I was expecting a buy, but from like this part of the area, with my stop loss somewhere here. All right, that's what I was expecting to go up. It's 4 minutes to 8. That's what I'm expecting with NASDAQ. But let's see if it will give the setup or not. If it doesn't, it's fine. If it does, that's okay as well. But again, let's go back to this here. Let's go back to this here. This nonsense that took place here. See, it's buying now, but it's okay. Let's see. If it does come back with this guy, maybe we could end up going back up. But if it doesn't and it goes, I won't be surprised, right? There's no. If it does it, that's okay too. It's really disappointing. The price can be different Yes, I've always known that it's different, but not on a high time frame like this, where it affects you as a trader. It has some sort of influence. I did even mention it before I even took the trade that what I'm seeing on GC is not the same here, but I'm going to take what I'm seeing this side. So it's all good. Look at that. Look, as in like here we are. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it. I'll leave it. Wow, wow. I'm trying to ask myself, is that what did I miss? Goodness. This was not a trade I was supposed to miss. I was not supposed to miss this trade like this. It's all good. Excuse me. I'm seeing a very short term trade, but um, you wouldn't even have. Let's see if it does present right. Let's see if it does. Yeah, it's disappointing. It's really disappointing. Really, really disappointing. Imagine we were in this trade, yeah, and let's go here so you can see. Look at this. Ugh. It's okay. It's fine. Let me not be caught up in this. Good morning, Aluko. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, so it's fine. That is happening. It's going. And then we can look at NASDAQ. So NASDAQ looks like it's already gone now. If you're looking at what we're seeing here, looks like it's already going. So I do have a potential setup with NASDAQ if it does go and take out the high, maybe a potential pullback or maybe continuation. We'll have to wait and see. All right, but I can see a potential setup with NASDAQ. So we will have to wait and see. But the disappointing one, again, let's go back to it and revisit it, is this gold buy here. This is gold buy here. We wanted to be part of this gold buy. And if you look, GC is the futures instrument which we use when it comes to execution. They don't look the same, and it's supposed to be the same thing, right? They don't look the same. So now that was affecting, or it is affecting, or it affected my analysis. Therefore, now I ended up just trying to force a trade. Well, yeah. So I'm not happy with that. Maybe it's a lesson to take, right? That GC is not always going to look the same as gold, even though they are supposed to be exactly the same thing. But yeah, it's not going to look exactly like gold. So anyway, look at this. It's taking out the high. This one's rebalancing. Is in like that is crazy. That is really, really crazy and saddening. So yeah, that is fine. That is okay. We are now waiting for NASDAQ, but at the same time, I want to look at. I didn't get the opportunity to look at US 30. US 30 is like the other. We only so far, I think our strong points now, guys, is gold, NASDAQ, and US 30. That is like our strong instruments that we see, right? So just have a quick moment to look at to analyze US 30. Then I'll probably have something now. So just a minute or two. I will only talk about something that has passed, right? That is an A setup, B setup, so C setups. In fact, I try not even to have that. So I try my best not even to have that. In fact, I focus only on A setups. And so if I'll only introduce it on the chat here when it's something valuable to do so, right? So let's see. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So US 30, we're still on the sidelines. We're on the sidelines. That's the update on US 30. I'm not seeing anything. Again, as a recap, this is supposed to be the same thing. But you can see they don't. They're literally off. This only happens mainly with GC. I've never had it with NQ or with YM. No, happens a lot with GC. This here, what just took place here, so it's all good. This whole beautiful move. Look at this whole beautiful move. So it's okay. We'll be waiting a lot. Looks like we'll be waiting a lot. Yeah, looks like we'll be waiting. Okay, it's all good. It's all good. We will wait. Yeah, like even on the lower time frame, when I was trying to see my entry area, look at this. Okay, just a recap. We took this trade gold to go up, but it looks like it's going now. Took us out, it went up, and reason it's something I had highlighted earlier before I executed that GC, which is the futures instrument that we use to execute when we are trading gold, is not looking the same as this here. Therefore, my analysis was inaccurate, or it wasn't accurate. Yeah. So therefore, yeah, it affected my entry area. It affected even my risk. And yeah, this is something to learn and take from, right? But anyway, it's all good. We are watching it do what we were anticipating it to do. So that's fine. We can see objective of the trade. What was the objective, right? We had an OTE, yeah, sharp. We wanted price to come into OTE. We also had a fair value gap on the higher time frame. That's okay. And then we've got a range expansion. We're expecting a reversal to go up. See, it's as clean and simple as that. But yeah, it's disappointing. So let's just allow it to do its thing. And then if there's other setups that get presented, we will participate in them. So I wanted to see something with gold. Yeah, I want to have a look at something with gold. Hey, hey. Okay. I'm actually looking at the potential short somewhere in here, but okay. I have to note that down. Oh, okay. 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 You have to check there on the sofa. I'm not sure. Okay, so I'm looking at gold and I'm trying to see if we are really gonna carry on buying or will there be a shorting opportunity. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Excuse me. So I think there might be a shorting opportunity with gold. Yeah. But okay. On the sidelines, I'm waiting. I want to see if it's going to give us the opportunity or not. Right? It's not now, not anytime now, but let's see. Okay. Yeah, we potentially could have a shorting opportunity. So I think that's what we'll be waiting for. But not now. Not now, not now, not now. So when the opportunity comes, I will highlight the opportunity. So maybe we can take this one out. So long as cold as it was, I've been up for about maybe 2 hours now. No, 3. It was up from 5:30. So it definitely was cold. It was cold. It was cold. Okay. So let's see. Um, okay. NASDAQ says if it left us, right? So it going without us, that is fine. That is fine. Like we said, we were expecting it to come just from this area to there, so we can actually go up by 3R, but it looks like it has left us now. So that is fine. We are going to be okay with it. But there is a potential setup if we do take out this high here, right? If we do take out this high, we could have a potential setup of either pulling back and going up or going down. So we will need to see what price tells us, right? We have to wait and see what price tells us in order for us to get involved. But again, the recap, we took gold, a buy, but we were taken out of the buy, which was sad. And reason being, GC, right? I'm going to highlight that again. GC, which is the one we trade, which is in futures when you're trading. That's the one we execute, right? Does not look anywhere close to the gold we're analyzing. So therefore, my entry was flawed. My analysis was flawed. It was just a thing of luck if I was still going to be in this trade. And I am glad I'm not in it because we don't rely on luck. We rely on knowledge and purposely driven efforts, right? Not luck. So seeing price do this here, it's an opportunity for us to learn, because if we were saved by luck, then we were not going to be able to learn from it. Therefore, what was going to take place? We were going to be doomed to have to experience this at a later stage, and at a later stage while looking forward to a curve to grow. Therefore, the loss would have been greater than right now while we are still just here, right? So it's just a learning moment or a learning opportunity. And yeah, so if you look, this is gold, this is GC. I mean, we've been having SMT with the same instrument. Like it's just crazy, right? It's crazy when you do look at that in that way. But again, it's okay. It's not going to stop us, right? I am seeing, like I said, a potential sell, but I'll confirm the sell. I will need a little bit, just more confluences, right? And I am more driven, or I'm more shifted towards gold at the moment. If I do take a moment to look at the setups that I'm looking at NASDAQ, I do have a potential, but it's not yet, right? Um, let me see. Let me just update the analysis here. Just give me a second. So whatever next trade I'm going to take is going to be my last for London. Then we'll come back in New York and see if there is anything else, right? We haven't traded New York in about how many days now? It's been about, I think, this week. Yeah, this week we didn't touch New York. We just come in the morning. Did we? Or was it Monday we traded New York? Yeah, Monday we traded New York. But Tuesday and Wednesday, we literally made our target in London. Then we were done. Right? There was no need for us to come back in New York. So just give me a second. I'm just looking at some of the instruments here to see if we got something. Okay, this was just a nice quick short-term buy with NASDAQ. This the pullback NASDAQ is giving. This was a pullback it gave him, maybe on the 50, maybe, or 5. Yeah, this pullback here was a small potential move, but it didn't give a confirmation, so we would have not been in it. But okay, we need to be paying attention, right? So okay, maybe please just give me 5 minutes and I'll be back, right? Okay. Okay. I'm back. So, yeah, I don't think there's 2 minutes, probably less than 2 minutes. So cool. Um, we are still on the sidelines. We're still waiting for gold. Like we say, gold. Okay, let me give you a trade idea. I'm expecting gold to potentially maybe take out this high here, right? Or this relative equal highs potentially. But this high here, and then from this vicinity here, or let me just say from here to a little bit down there, I'm expecting to see either maybe willingness for price to actually trade lower. That's if it gives the other reasons, right? Other factors of confluences. But so it could be something like this here, then we drop, or even before that. It's fine. We need to allow price to mature and tell us, right? Otherwise, at the moment, we are still not like this was a good move. Or this was a very good move, I would say. A very, very good move. So, yeah, it was a good move. Good move. Let's do this here. Where are you trading from? UK? I am trading from South Africa. I'm in South Africa. And you, where are you from? Fuzi? Is it FUZ? You're the second person asking if I'm from the UK. No, I am in South of Africa. South Africa. I hope I'm also audible. I did not check all of those other things, but I hope I'm audible. So let's wait and see. Trading's about waiting, guys. There's a lot of waiting, right? So we gotta wait and wait. So with US 30, um, with US 30, I'll be honest with you, US 30, I don't have any narrative. I've already analyzed it to on my side. There's too much range taking place, a range taking place, right? As in, like, if you look at this here, this is a whole big range, and that is a range, and this may look like an expansion, but it is an expansion for what? For this small range here. So it's not like it is something a trendy where we can see the objective or the drawn liquidity, right? If you look at this again, as a range in a range. So even that expansion is also just part of a big range. So with PS30, I'm on the sidelines for now. With NASDAQ, we cannot say the same, right? We can clearly see with NASDAQ. Look, we can see why or where we want to be involved. You can see prices constantly going up, rebalancing, going up, expanding, rebalancing, right? So that is something we want to be part of, or we are trying to be part of, a move that is as clean and as clear as that. And with US 30, I'm like, we are still trying to figure out. In fact, you are literally allowing SMT to take place as these other guys are creating higher highs. You are just choosing just to be playing around the same spot. So, yeah, hence I don't have much narrative or much to look forward to with the US 30 right now. This was a good move, this one here, but it happened in Asia. If we look at it, I actually didn't analyze with you here. So let me do that. I did just put that there when I started the stream because I already had analysis, but let's start off with analysis for the day. So what do we see? We have, that's our opening day there. So that's where the first candle of the day we are all in today opened, right? So that's where it opened there. Hence, you see this green, that's an opening gap there, right? So if we take that and put it there, that is our today's range, what we're expecting for our potential swing highs and lows. Remove that there and just put our yesterday's range somewhere here. So if we do put our previous daily high, we can see that's where our previous daily high is there, where it's located. Then our previous daily low, it is somewhere there. So we can see we are still inside the range, right, of yesterday's high and yesterday's candle. Let me see. Usually you go on the daily candle to see this, right? Let me show you to see this, but you can see it on the lower time frame. Oh, let me just close that so it doesn't interrupt us. But anyway, yeah. Do you see? That's the daily candle and we are inside the range there. So hence I don't really have to go on the daily time frame to look. There are things you can see from a high time frame and a lower time frame if you're able just to know how they present themselves, how they look, or maybe the potential ways of how they look. When you're inside, you're already ahead, right? You are literally ahead. So that is what we have, and we can see we've got an impulsive, we've got a correction, we've got impulsive, or you could say impulsive range. Well, the range is practically here, but that's off already being given here. We've got impulsive correction. This is why this trade for me was a so simple trade and an easy trade to get involved. But my analysis was based on this guy. It was based on this guy here, which is totally the opposite here taking place. So yeah, that's what affected me. But again, we learn, right? We learn and we should be able to see our errors and grow from them. So, and I'm happy that one of the things as well, you should also be happy to when you're making or you're having such things taking place, right? At your early stages of trading, it allows you to mitigate losses that you were going to have in the future. Imagine, let's say you are funded $1 million and you're trading and then something like this takes place. You do not want that, but it'll be nice if you're in a challenge stage or you're just trading whatever it is, right? And you make such errors and you actually choose to grow from them. There is no lesson that will come that is different from when you are trading a big account and a small account. So if you're trading a small account, whatever lessons they are, they apply to a big account. It's not like they change, right? So let's see. Fuzi says Botswana sub let download money. Yeah, that's good, man. Botswana is literally, we share the same border. We are like right there, right? So that is good. That is good. Denny B's, I guess, Fuzi, I love the words you used. Let's download this money from the Chrome markets. Are you trading with Take Profit Trader profile? Check their website, and SA is on restricted list. Yes, I'm trading with Take Profit Trader, and you are right? So, but they have. So this is how it happened, right? And this list took place in, I think it was sometime last year. That certificate you're seeing somewhere on top there, that one there, which is my funded futures. It happened this very same time. My funded futures used to give services to SA, right? But also with Take Profit Trader. But because of so many scams and so much untrustworthy business that takes place in South Africa, they cut their services. However, Take Profit Trader, what they did is I actually have a full chat and conversation with them. What they did is they said, the stages how they are, right? We've got the simulated funded, or which is the challenge phase. That's number one. And then there is the pro account, and then there's the pro plus account. So they chose the pro account to be the restriction for us, right? Is even I think Botswana is also on that list as well, and a few other African countries are also on that list. So what did they do? They said, okay, the pro account is going to still say it's a demo. It's not going to be a live account, even though you'll still be able to withdraw from it. You are still funded, but you are funded demo, not funded live account, right? So meaning we cannot graduate to a pro plus account, because the pro plus account is the one with live um, the live account. There is no trailing drawdown. There is no yeah, I think the split profit is even 90-10 instead of it being 80-20. So yeah, so we can trade with Take Profit Trader, right? But just know, when you are trading with them, you are not able to move over to the what do you call it, to the Pro Plus account, right? Okay, so we're still waiting for this guy. NASDAQ, not much. It's in a range. So when something's in a range, it's interesting because we only have two breaks. We're either going to break there or we're going to break at the bottom here. And yeah, those are the type of things that we are anticipating, right? We're trying to see. So with this guy, it's pretty much said that this is a beautiful move taking place and we are not part of it, right? But I'm glad as well the losses were also captured here, so you're able to actually see. Again, that's the whole purpose of the channel, to show the reality of trading, right? So let me pay my attention now to gold. I want to see if it's going to give us what we could set up, right? That I was potentially seeing. So we've got that. Let me see if they are. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm expecting a drop with gold now, but not now. But that's, I'm seeing more factors, right? More confluences, and also looking at the time where we at. So let's see. What is this one again? Just give me a second. From there, it's okay. Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, good. So we are still waiting. And I'll confirm if the setup or the entry is given. So So we are still waiting. We are waiting. So from where we are now, we could start selling already. So let's not. We could start selling already. So just be aware of that. So I just want to give price a bit of more room to do its thing. And we are waiting. We're still waiting. Okay. So it looks like it's trying to give us the setup. So we are still waiting. We are still waiting to see. Okay, so I'm expecting a short anytime from where we are. Not yet. Okay, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Let's see. Let's see. Like I said, it can even take out the high. Well, that's okay. We'll still be waiting. That's why we've got that whole big buffer zone, because we also have this previous daily high that we have here, right? So we're just taking note of all of that. We are waiting just for our confirmation. So without a confirmation, we are not going to be part of the trade. So we've now taken the high. What? Oh, sorry. We're now taking out the high. So we are still on the sidelines. Let's see. Imagine, guys, look at this move. Look at this move. How sudden is this? So now, if you are looking at this, where is GC? Look where GC is, guys. See this manipulation of price presentation. It's always important to learn from it. Yeah. Okay. So I'm still waiting. Then if we don't have a confirmation, that's okay. We're not going to worry about it. But this move is very disheartening. Sad. Yeah, there's nothing that sucks than a winning trade being a losing trade. There's nothing that sucks than that. But again, we are still waiting. NASDAQ, I'm still watching it. Okay. So with gold, I'm still observing. So I want to see if we are still still a second here. Excuse me. So just as a note, we've taken out our previous daily high, right? So okay. This was a beautiful move, beautiful move. Here's 30. Nope. Nope. Yes, 30 can play games alone there, it's fine. We are not interested. Check NASDAQ as we wait. I'm seeing it's pulling back, so I want to see why are you pulling back? If it has a reason or if there is going to be a setup in NASDAQ, I would want it to give me a confirmation. So, oh, let's not fall short from gold. Let's see. So we are still watching gold. So we could still potentially sell. So we're just waiting to see if it's going to give us the confirmation. Let me see the charts. Okay, we're all good that side. So let's see. So just an update, this week's update, we did pass our first account. I will log in and I'll show you some of the matrix of the account where we add and yeah, right. So we did pass that. We passed it yesterday. So in 3 days we managed to pass it, still adhering to the consistency score. The consistency score is a 40 is a 50 is 50%, but I think we were below 40. Yeah, just slightly below 40, around 38, 39 there. So which is good. Which is good. Which is good. Which is good. So we're still waiting. We're on the sidelines. We are waiting. We want to see if we're gonna have a confirmation. This was a beautiful move. Would have been down again in London for the day with the buy, but it's okay. It's all good. It's all good. Okay. Okay. I'm seeing a potential move with NASDAQ up, but yeah, this will be a very short term trade. Let me show you it. It's on the This will be a short term trade. Um, with gold again. Let me not get distracted. Let's see. Nothing yet. Okay. So yeah, I'm seeing with NASDAQ short term buy. Let me see if I go on the 3 minutes, if it will be much clearer. Oh, okay. This would make sense if I even have to execute and I explain it to you. So, okay, let's see. Okay. Okay, I want to just see something here. Let's go back to gold. Gold looks like okay. Let's see where we. All right. So with gold, we have traded. If we have to remove this here now, we've taken out our previous daily high, and we are in an order block here. This is the point I wanted to show to you, right? Or shift my focus to you there. So even if we may not reverse a big reverse, it has nothing to do with us, right? If price needs to go down all the way to taking out maybe that low or whatever it is, it has nothing to do with us. What our focus is or should be shifted on is we can have a pullback between, as we are seeing these moves here going up like that there, right? So this is a potential area where we can get a reaction to retrace, to potentially go back up. And if we do have that, that'll be fine. That'll be fine, right? That'll be good. So let's wait and see. Let's see if we could do that. I'm not saying we should go down if you just joined. I'm saying we can have this pullback and go up, or we are one of the two, but we are trying to take the part which is almost definite if we are going to have any of these two. Okay, so we still even have the potential of breaking up. So if you look at odds, if we are working with odds, yeah, right, what is it? We've got one odd that says we are going to go up. We've got another odd that says we are going to go down before we go. Let me be using this here. So we've got one odd that says we want to go up, right? Just straight up like that. We've got one odd that says we are going to go down, which is this down here. And we've got another odd, well, since we started using this here, let's just put that there. We also have another odd that says before we go up, we can have down, then up. So if you look at out of these three, we've got one, this one here, and we've got two, this one here. What do they share in common, those two? Those two, they share the down move in common, right? They share the down move in common. And if this, so for example, if you get a confirmation, and this is where I was mentioning that confirmations are there to make sure that you've got a reaction, and that reaction is, which is an R, right? You can only get two type of reactions. There's only two type of reactions. Or the first one is a retracement, right? And then the second one is a reversal. So meaning retracement, and the other one is a reversal. So that's what a confirmation gives you. That's what a confirmation gives you. It gives you a reaction of some sort, which will either be a retracement or a reversal. So, meaning if you get a confirmation, you are now in between. You have now mitigated. It also has its own odds, but at least your confirmation, if it has a higher proof rate of it showing whenever a confirmation happens, we get a reaction, then you've now moved away from this. You've eliminated this potential outcome. You are now focused on this, whereby now when you get your setup is, you're going to take this part of the move, which is the same part of the move, and then where the reversal takes place, if a reversal does take place, or if a reversal does take place, they're here or there, right? Then you can choose, but this is the move you would have been able to pocket or put into your pocket, right? It would have been a move that you've been able to put on your pocket. So with that, yes. So with that, excuse me, I'm just gonna look at something here. I want to see. Okay. So yeah, that's what you would have put. Okay, just give me a second. With NAS 100, I am seeing a potential buy, but guys, this is a very short-term entry, but it has everything I need to see before I take a trade. I'm literally in a very low time frame, so I won't be able to really explain this, but I am gonna execute it. Just give me a second. Just gonna make sure all is in place here in order for me to do so.
Order filled.
Okay. So it is there. I'm in, but again, I will. So I'm in a long. Again, guys, nothing here is financial advice, right? It is all for educational purposes. So I'm just gonna see if I can get a confirmation. Okay.
Order
I
filled.
took out my stop loss. Okay, that was a bad trade. That was a bad trade. Ugh. Why did you not give me the confirmation only after? As I said, if I have to explain it to you, I will not. It wouldn't make sense, but yeah, that was a bad trade. Okay, I think I might be done for this session, but I will not take any trades, but I'm going to carry on just explaining this here. All right, I'm going to carry on explaining this here, what we have here. Okay, so as I was explaining here, we have, what do we have? You've got this guy, you've got that guy, or this guy. Those are the two outcomes, right? This outcome is the one where we break and go up. And then we've got this outcome here when we retrace. In fact, it's not retrace, it's a reversal. We go all the way down And then we've got this outcome here where we're only going to retrace and then go up. So it's a reaction. So making sure that you spend time on these here, is important. Making sure you spend time on these here is extremely important, because what that will do for you is then everything we trade is relative in time frames, right? It's extremely relative, like relative. So what do I mean that it's relative? I mean that if we do look at the high time frame, even if it's a retracement, imagine on a 4-hour you're getting a reaction. A 4-hour reaction. A 4-hour reaction is a full move. It's a full good move. I don't even know if you have to go into pips, but you get a full good move which you can wait for maybe 30 minutes, an hour, or 1 hour, 30 minutes for it to complete. So it's not about this time frame or that time frame. For now, it's about what price action is saying, right? It's about what price action is saying. So gold, I still have not got no confirmation. Yeah, this London session is definitely guaranteed me a strike when it comes to my rating, because I know I broke a lot of rules here. But it's okay, it's all good. I'm guessing maybe, and no, this is a pattern I'm seeing now, is that whenever something like this happens, if we look at Monday, if you go back to Monday, we had something similar like this that took place. Whenever something like this takes place, where we wanted a trade to be part of, to go in a trade and all that, and we are not part of that trade, what I've seen is that what usually follows up is this type of results. So it's a pattern that's there, and I'm seeing it. And now the question comes, what am I going to do about it? What I'll do is, whenever I've got something like this, maybe I just don't trade the whole session, I guess. Yeah, I don't trade the whole session. I stop the session, for example, like this here. I took that loss. What to do in the future, which is something I'm going to put in my trading plan after this here. Whenever, because I've got about 3 times, and I look at 3 times where I've given or I've done bad outcomes like this here, like bad outcomes like this, like today, right now, that you're seeing. It's because when a winning trade becomes a losing trade, or I'm not part of it for whatever reason. So that is something that is an indicator that is consistent in these results. If you look at yesterday, the day before's results, and the other day's results, they were consistent and they were smooth and they were good, because we didn't have something like this. So that's a stat, and it should be the same with you. You should be able to look at the stats that are being presented to you. So yes, it's a big, expensive price that we have to pay. We have to pay for this education, but are we going to be ignorant and not learn from it, or are we going to be opened to actually understanding that, okay, this is what is taking place now, and I am seeing consistent flaws that are being highlighted through specific results. So, meaning, according to my plan now, it's going to be, for example, like this guy had this buy. We're supposed to be part of this buy going up, right? Because of this manipulation that we had here take place. Again, this is gold. This is supposed to be gold in futures, but if you look at your gold on your normal broker, on your Forex price action, it's 2 different things, right? So it flowed that it had us a bad analysis, or it actually altered our analysis. What we were expecting, our entry areas, it altered all of those things. So meaning understanding something like this when it has taken place, the best thing is maybe for me, not maybe, that's what I'm saying, say, okay, I'm not going to execute in New York in that specific session. I'll come back the next session. At least what should make me feel good is it's not again I have to wait another day, no, but another session at least, right? And if it happens in New York, then now you have to wait the next day, which is another session as well. But if it's in London, like what has happened right now, even on Monday, it was also in London, and something similar like this took place. So what we'll do is, yeah, that is what I'm going to alter on my trading plan, and you will also see it on my on the rating app on Gradient, right? So it's important to make sure that we are consistently learning. We are consistently learning. Wow. You know, even this buy I was expecting, it's now taking place, but it looks like I might have had my area off. My area, yeah. I'm going to 5 minutes and see. Yeah. My potential areas, but it's okay. I guess it's fine. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, and this was a good setup. I think my entry area was not where it was. In fact, where I went out is where, when I'm looking at it here, is where price then reversed. But again, it's because my entry was wrong, right? My entry was supposed to be at that place where we're supposed to expecting a good reaction or this move back up here. But again, it's okay. So, with gold, before I end this session, I'll come back in New York and rate myself. What am I expecting? I already highlighted there. If we don't have a confirmation, we are going to break, as simple as that, right? We are going to break, as simple as that. And meaning it's this outcome. Therefore, you don't have a trade. You're not part of a trade, right? But if you have a confirmation, you should get, or what we are expecting is this too, either, which is going to be a reaction, right? And that reaction is either going to be a reversal or a retracement. So that's a reversal there or a retracement. And they both need the very same confirmation. It's the same confirmation you get for both here. It's just on the higher time frame. What is it saying? Are we pushing further, or we don't have anything to push price going further up? You see. So yeah, I hope there was a lot to take from this lesson. Let me, as we are still waiting, let me open up this app. It's going to take a bit of time. I should have opened it up a while back because I'm using VS Code to launch it, so that we can be able to read ourselves. But wait for you to do that. Let me see if there's any comments here. Thanks for the education. Yeah, I'm glad you are learning. I'm glad you are learning, Aluko. The thing is, this is how we learn. We learn by having to pay a specific price. And if I don't learn from this, I'm definitely going to pay a bigger price when I've been able to dodge this outcome or whatever that happened right now. And then when now I've got, maybe I'm trading a very important account, or I'm trading a big account, or maybe I'm just trading normally, but I've got maybe 10 accounts linked to one account, right? Like I'm using a trade copier. Therefore, what will happen? I'll probably take a loss which was not supposed to be part of, which I was supposed to learn today. But again, it is important, okay? Just give me a second. Okay, so we'll wait for it to launch. So yeah, that is the thought process. Literally, with any setup, with every understanding, with every approach, with every strategy, whatever you may call it or you may see it as, ask yourself, why are we reacting? Right? Look at 5 of, let's say, gather 10 of those examples where you're expecting a reaction or area you're expecting a reaction from, and then look at those 10 and say, okay, did we react in this 10? So let's say out of those 10, maybe, or let's say you get 15. Let's say out of 15, you get 15. If you do get 15, I'm just gonna want to write this. Oh, I want to use this. Yeah. So let's say you get 15 examples, right? If you get 15 examples, and then out of that 15, 5, right? 5 there. You've got another 5 here, and then you've got another 5 there, right? So the first 5 here is whereby we got to that area. Let's call it maybe a fair value gap, or it could be whatever PD array it is. In fact, it's a PD array. So let's say it's an order block. OB is equals to 5. These different type of 5s that we had. So this first 5 is A. This second 5 is B. Sorry, my B is very bad. And then this, yeah, but B is not nowhere close to B. So let's do this here. Yeah. Then the third 5 is C. If the first 5 out of those 15 examples that you have gathered, and you have the first 5, you see that they get to the OB, but they break impulsively on the OB. So, meaning that's out of the 15, right? They break impulsively. You're like, okay, that's okay. Then you look at the second 5, is that okay, they come to the OB, but they react and they don't reverse all the way down, but they give us a significant pull and then come back and break after. Then you'll be like, okay, so this point here is this point here, because here we break, here we reverse. And then here you see now with this 5 of the C's, or when it comes to C, this 5, you see the price comes to that same OB, and then it goes, it melts, it drops all the way. So then what do we do? What you should do is take the time to say, fine, the same point is the same area. What is here, which is in here? And what is here and here, which is not in here? Then now you've also studied how not to get involved in a setup, right? Meaning you start seeing, okay, you're giving me this. Okay, you already know before the setup takes place that I'm going to take a loss if I get in this trade. So there's no need for me to get in this trade, right? It's not B or C. So then after you see, maybe, let's say inside here, there's maybe, I'm making an example. There is 10 things that you see that are common that price does inside these 2 here. Okay, that's the app launching. Okay, we'll wait for it. Look at this buy that I want to get involved. Look at this buy. Like, I've just been missing my entries, or I'm in early or something today. It's just, or say maybe New York, London is just something today. Look at this buy. Look at the buy. Oh, it's not off, but it's okay. You look at 10. Maybe you got 10 of these things that you see that are common in these 2. And then when you see those 10 things, then you say, okay, fine. Are these 10 things here? If you find that there isn't those 10 things there, then sharp. Or if there's maybe 5 of those 10 things there, sharp. If maybe there's 7 of those 10 things there, then you'll be like, okay, then those 7 things are the most important things I want to see here. which are not here, right? So it is as with any, because I believe this thought process or this foundational thinking or platform thinking, like if you're standing on that platform and you're thinking this way, when you look at each and every market or every opportunity or every setup, what will happen? You will start seeing things. You start seeing, and you make sure that you are back testing and you are testing consistent, something that is consistent, right? When you make an example, if it's a setup that is like this here, a pullback, and then we go up, make sure you back test that. Don't back test, let's say, okay, let me do it the other way. It's like this here, and then we are pulling back. Make sure you are back testing this part here. Don't backtest something else. Maybe if price is going down, it's been going up, going down, going down, going down, going down, going down, and then it goes up, and then don't. Be consistent in whatever it is that you are going to backtest. Be consistent in that. Just getting a call there. Sorry. Okay, I hope it reconnects because I think it might have taken me out. Yeah, backtest something that is consistent, right? Okay, we're back. Make sure you're backtesting a consistent model, a consistent strategy, or a consistent understanding, whatever it is that you are looking at, right? So that you are able to get also consistent results. But if you're not backtesting 5 different things and you are putting them in the same results, you are going to get flawed statistics. You are trying to get statistics that remain that have dependent variables, right? Which is those factors of confluences that you are seeing. So again, let's just do a recap and then we go rate ourselves. How sad is this? How sad can this be? How sad can this be? I mean, this guy, we're waiting for us to buy from it. It didn't come there. Then this guy, the buy, we got swept out. Then price completed or it went to take out the high. Same thing that happened with gold here, the buy. So definitely, if I have to journal this day, I'll be focusing on what? That my entries were off today, but my trade ideas were spot on, meaning my bias, right? Where I was expecting my drawn liquidity was consistent. That's already a statistic of its own. If you're able to keep on taking that, then you take all of those things. Let's say you've had maybe 10 days again where your bias is correct, and then your bias is correct, and then your, what do you call it? But your entries are not. You take those things, then you divide them again, maybe into 3 or you take 15, put them under the same process, and then like, okay, fine. Out of this 15, all this 15, they all went and hit my take profit, but why was I not part of the trade? Then what is consistent amongst those 15? Then if you see maybe it's not 555 this time, but it's now 375, or it's maybe 10, 2, 3, or it's whatever it is, right? You take that statistic, you look and say, okay, is this where I messed up? Where did I mess up? What is consistent? Okay, so price, when I'm looking for a setup with this model, yes, I was expecting to come here, but it did not come because of 1, 2, 3. Then you look at also something else. You look at the one that has worked out. You put them in, you literally in a process of refinery. I do believe as a trader, you can get to a point where you've got 100% win rate. I do believe that. It's extremely possible. It's just that your mindset and your approach, you need to consistently be in a funnel. You need to understand that you are consistently being filtered and improving, filtered and improving, filtered. In fact, if you do look at when I started streaming about 2 months ago, when I was trading, whatever accounts I was trading at that time, you will see me do errors, improve, do errors, improve, do errors, improve. even if you look at my last week versus this week, I was looking at the stats of the account, which, in fact, I said I did promise I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you it. I was very impressed with the stats that I was seeing there, right? So let's rate ourselves, and then we'll come back, right? So this is our yesterday's results that we have there. And then did we pray for guidance through the Holy Ghost? Yes, we did. Did we trade only documented setups? Yes, we did. Did we take the correct number of trades? We took 1, 2, 3 trades, which is okay. That's the maximum for a session. Did I trade on a valid day? So let's go back and look at the economic calendar. The economic calendar does state that it is right a good day. What's the date today? It's Thursday. We have got unemployment claims happening today, so that's fine. That's not a red major folder day, so that's fine. And then that's okay. Right, we tick that. Why are you not being ticked? Okay, I thought my PC froze a bit. Okay, we've ticked there. Cool. We proceed to grading. My punctuality, I was seated here at 5:40, so that's okay. Setup execution, not good. Not good. So we are rating it under the 2 setups that we had. So if we look at, let's go back. We have it here. So this one here, yes, it's the market, right? It's the market, GC looking like this and that, but trust me, there is no room for that. You should consistently take the blame. You should consistently say, I'm the problem. You should always say, I'm the problem. Even if it happened that a rock fell and it hit your house and it's you are the problem. Because if you say, okay, fine, this rock hit me and I'm crying, you fall victim, and how does that help you? How is it going to help you? It's not going to help you. So, yeah, it's myself, right? So therefore, my setup execution, I'll give it a C. It's not a B. A B is if we're still in and then price will top it and our risk is still the same, and it's not a B. So A is we got in where we wanted to get in. A is we got in where we wanted to get in, and we got out where we were supposed to get out, where we wanted to get out. B is and also with A, our risk is still the risk that we intended to risk. With B, it is we didn't get in where we wanted to get in, but the risk was still the same, and we went out where we wanted to went out. That includes the stop loss and take profit. So fine. Therefore, my discipline, I'll leave it for last rating. Journaling. Did I journal? Yes, I did take note of everything that was taking place here. So that's an A. Did I miss setups? Let's talk about it. So a missed setup is not a setup that didn't come and trigger you. No. So I set up like this one here. We're waiting for it to come there. We didn't miss it. So what did we miss? We were here. We were watching it. We didn't miss anything. So again, what you should be taking a lot from this is that you should remain fair to each and every statistic when you are trading. Right? Miss setup are not the same as setups that didn't trigger you. Those are two different things, because now if you look at a miss setup and then you look at this, then you can't put them together so that you can get a variable or a reliable statistics, right? So is that a miss setup that we had? No. Is there a miss setup? Yes. This pullback here for me was a miss setup, but I did not. So I missed one setup. Let's look at gold. Is this a miss setup? That's not a miss setup. We got in that trade and it went, right? And it took us out, but then it went. So is that a miss setup? No, it's not a miss setup. So I only have one miss setup. Therefore, I go to B. If it was 2, I go to C. If it was 3, I go to D, right? So if you look at our radar chart, the way it looks so far compared to, it's already not good compared to our previous session, right? So the risk according to plan, this one, guys, is definitely, I think, giving a D. It's not even, if I could, in fact, even an F is okay, because I should understand the gravity, the seriousness of this gravity, the seriousness of this situation, like the gravity of the situation, how serious it is. I should understand that. This is actually my first F I'm getting, and look at it. Look how bad it is. Did each trade had to stop us on the take profit? That's a D, guys. One had, the other one didn't. So yeah, no, that's a D. They follow my mechanical, so I was not put in the position to do that. So I'll put that as an A. So look at this radar chart. Don't you think I want to come back and want to improve and perform better than this year? Yeah. So the big note in the lesson here, we talked about it. Oh, we're not even done. We need to, therefore, discipline is F. If you've got an F, you can't have a discipline that's better, right? It's F as well. Look how bad this is. So the lesson here is, if, okay, let me say, what remains consistent in days like these is when an inconvenience, I hope I spelled that right, takes place, right, regarding a setup, takes place, and even when it takes place, and it causes me to miss or not be part of a winning set up, and all I have is a losing set, a loss, I should stop trading for that session. Yeah, I think that is the lesson. Yeah, I've put it fine, and yeah, so look, we've got one strike, and this is about to be another strike, and that is not good. So we got a D. See, we've got our second strike. Look at our yesterday's performance and look at today's performance. So definitely I want to make sure next session I want to improve on my setup execution, improve at my stop loss and take profit, make sure it's there, improve at my risk with my trade, like risking according to the plan. Make sure I don't miss a setup, right? And also journaling, consistently do that, and therefore that will influence my discipline. Quarter 26, guys, versus yesterday. Look at that, we're 38. Look at our results, they've been good. So we've been good here. We got a strike, but again they were good. Okay, so it was before, this was actually before, from here going up, it was a pentagon, right? Meaning we had 5 sides instead of having 8. So here we've got 8, it was 5 sides. So the perfect score here was 25. So hence the performance was not bad. Right now, from here going down, where it's out of 42 now, it's a bit more, right? Out of 40, it's a bit more. So we definitely want to improve on that. look, what did we say? No confirmation, therefore we've got this outcome. So yeah, we've taken that loss, and not loss, but we have chose ourselves not to be part of that trade, which is good. But this was a good move, a beautiful move. Trade idea was good. It was spot on. NASDAQ, yeah, even if we get setups after that, I'm done for the session. I've already rated myself. I'll see you in New York. So this is the second time I'll be trading New York this week. And thank you for joining the stream. Thank you for watching. Thank you for participating. And I hope there was a lot to take from this. And I'll see you in New York, right? Remember, with all that we do, it's only going to get better.